No, he's like this. How would you describe him? What is he? What
fucking nerd.
No, I know,
dude.
but besides, no, how would he describe himself?
As an intellectual, I don't know, as an intellectual,
As a Jordan Peterson type
leader,
thought leader,
as a thought leader of young men who he's like a broke ass Jordan Peterson.
Okay, got it. Okay, he has a lot of books though.
I'm talking about when I'm referring to people like Joe Rogan. There's a difference between people who train and people who fight. See, this is what's funny. These people are going,
What?
Is he gonna try to insinuate that he's the fighter in this situation?
Yeah,
That Joe is the one who
fucking
just Joe's just fighting people in little strip mall karate classes, beating up little kids like Steve Pender. Is that what he's
adult
insinuating?
karate's my favorite. Doing adult karate.
Nick Mullen.
Yeah.
have you seen Joe's kicks, man? Rogan would annihilate Vox. We're going to get to that, okay? Just remember that you said that. Remember what you're saying. Somebody mentioned.
I'm going to make you eat those words, motherfucker.
Yeah, are you? You're not very physically intimidating.
You want to go?
Vox?
Because I'll tell you right now, I am very, very good. I'm very knowledgeable in the arts of Aikido
Okay.
and karate. I have an orange belt.
And somebody mentioned the footage of Joe Rogan kicking somebody and winning a competition. That was what actually caught my attention. Because as impressive as that looked.
Okay. First off, I don't not defending Joe Rogan. Not going to defend
Not
him.
at all, but I think we're going to in this essence.
He, in terms of Joe Rogan, was a legit high-ranking American kickboxer.
A champion.
Yes.
He was a champion.
He wasn't a loser.
I think he was a two-time champion.
He wasn't a loser. He wasn't. Joe Rogan was a kick, so he does practice it. He was a kickboxing champion.
And even as an older guy, I don't know if you've seen when he does kicks.
That's what he's talking about. His back, dude, the
like
bag fucking slams. Yeah.
And it is impressive. That's something that we call point fighting. And point fighting is
for
just a game of tag.
Bunch of bitches. Little playing
Point
tag.
fighters don't have the ability to fight with actual fighters.
Is he serious?
And
It says right now, I don't watch Vox, but you do realize Vox was a fighter and jacked as fuck, right? Okay, is he now? Right now. Because he said, who's more physically intimidating right now? Joe Rogan or Vox Day? Get out of here with that shit. I don't care what the fuck he was.
I'll explain this in a little bit. I'm going to actually show you the video and explain what I'm talking about here. I'm not just talking smack. And again, I'm not questioning Joe's cowardice. I'm not saying that he's inept. I'm not saying that he isn't a complete master of all the techniques that he's studied. What I'm saying is that he's not a fighter. And somebody who only trains in techniques and only does drills will almost always lose to an experienced fighter.
To me, Vox Day. Because I'm a killer.
Unbelievable.
He's making valid points. You can take a guy who has studied his whole life and is a point fighter, and you could put him in a room with just a real fucking killer from the hood who has spent every day of his life just getting beat up by his dad and his fucking, you know what I mean, by neighborhood kids, and just a real tough dude, right? Would fuck that guy up. But my problem is that Vox is making the assertion that he's that tough dude from the streets. Like, that's the problem I have. He's right. A real street fighter could kill a fucking taekwondo guy. But you ain't either, Vox.
Yeah, this is here. To be fair, because I want to... I guess this is a recent picture. This is him. He's got big arms. Got to give him that.
Okay?
He is. No, I get it. I'm just saying he does. So I want to be fair. All right, sorry. Let's listen more to him.
This is Joe in training.
Yeah, that kick looks like it would hurt.
That would probably hurt.
The second one would really hurt.
This one would really hurt. Yeah. Those are good kicks, man. I mean, whether you like Rogan or not, those are good kicks. Those will fuck you up. Casper goes, he's 100% wrong. UFC has several point fighting champs that fight Machado in a karate master form champ. Yeah, of course there's plenty of point fighters. But Vox is fucking pseudo-intellectual garbage.
The kicks look like they're impressive. They make a lot of noise and that sort of thing. But what you have to understand is that to the trained fighter's eye, to the experienced fighter's eye,
dude,
You hate him?
That's smarm. It's this smarmy, like,
He's an expert at everything, by the
trained.
way.
I'm an expert fighter and in philosophy and in time space.
He is a master
and in
of all
gammas. And I'm a sigma. Shut up.
Vox is so evolved.
And the people, and people fall for, people. If was a cult, Owen Benjamin's Darth Vader, but he's the fucking emperor.
Yeah, of course.
Like he's just this.
He's still smarter than Owen.
Absolutely.
He's fucking got Owen running around doing all his errands, but it's just very fun and repeating all his talking points.
This is he's just so everything he says to an experienced fight. Shut up.
And Vox is also full of shit in this one regard. He is linking up with Owen, right? Partnering up with Owen.
Yeah.
Owen stands in complete contrast to everything Vox preaches, talks about, believes in, whatever. So he's willing to overlook. Owen is absolutely a complete mess of a human being, and he doesn't live up to any of these philosophical or tough guy standards.
Right.
He's just some drunk who yells in his backyard. So how does, he's kind of showing right there that he's full of shit. Because if he can make a buck, he's going to work with Owen, regardless of the fact that Owen is completely the opposite of what he espouses.
Evan says $5 super chat. What separates Vox from Owen is that Vox is accomplished, well-read, and has original thoughts. Does he, though? Does he have original thoughts? Or
I mean, he's done some stuff. But I'll give him credit. He wrote a couple blogs back in the day that were good, and he's not a dumb person. He's just a smug,
I'm not saying he's dumb.
He's just a smug cunt.
I'm not saying he's dumb.
But he was less smug back then, too.
He is very... He has this... You know what it is? He has this unearned confidence. That's what it is. Like he's done some stuff, but okay, a couple blogs. Have you changed any lives, Vox? Like these people, this is weird cult mentality. All of this, the whole Vox Day Owen thing.
Well, Royce, to the trained eye, I'd like to explain to you how Joe Rogan's weak ass bitch-made kicks just don't have any impact. And how a street guy like myself would be able to kill Joe Rogan with my bare hands in a street fight.
Unbelievable.
He's practically helpless. Experienced fighters know how to read people's bodies. And my sensei once told me that I was, one of the fastest fighters, other than the CB Bunkled, who is a champion, flyweight. He said I was one of the fastest.
He says that to everyone who pays him, you asshole. Listen here, you fucking retard.
He's one of the fastest, dude.
Do you understand that when you have like a sensei and you're in a karate class, do you understand that he probably tells everyone, man, you're like almost as fast as our champ.
Yeah.
Do you understand that they do that as encouragement? You know what I mean? Like you would say that to an 8-year-old karate student, right?
Yeah, of course.
And if your champ was like a 15-year-old karate student, you would tell the 8-year-old, you're just as good as him, man. You're almost as good as him. You keep it up, kid. Keep it up. Someday you will be as good as him. Wow, thanks. This nigga took that home and was like, my sensei said, I have the fastest hands on the planet.
It's just...
This is so amazing. He's the epitome of a guy who, anytime somebody compliments him, he absorbs that compliment and takes it seriously. Anytime he gets any sort of criticism, he just blocks it out. That can't be true.
It's just,
oh my God. Man, the chat says Vox does admit in his video a 15-year-old beat him up after 3 months at his dojo.
no.
Fastest hands on the planet. Maybe the 15-year-old was the champion. Who knows what they're feeding these kids nowadays?
I didn't understand it because I said, that's not possible. I said, how can you possibly say that when...
By the way, this is actually breaking news. Back when Vox had hair, this is Vox at his sensei's karate class. There he is.
I don't think that's
yeah, no,
Vox.
that's him. With the glasses are the same.
Pretty sure that's that dude from The Office.
No, it's the... All right, whatever. Maybe... Guys, come on. You sent me the wrong thing.
Yeah, guys, come on. You got to fact check your stuff. Check it for accuracy. What do we look like, CNN?
You kick my ass and have been kicking my ass for the past 4 years. And he said, he just grinned.
I said,
and
how
he
is
said,
that possible? How could I be the fastest person in this room? Why would you say that? And my sensei said to me, oh, because you pay me. You pay me money, so I tell you good things.
He said, you're very, very quick. He said, but I know what you're going to do before you do it. And so what you see here, now watch what is happening when you watch the video. The first thing that you'll notice is that he's spinning. This is insane.
No. That's a spinning back kick. That is a 100% legit move. Taekwondo move, specifically. That is a 100% legit move that, if landed on you, would hurt.
This is hapless. It's hopeless. As soon as Joe would start to do this,
You kill him, you get him.
look
you
at that.
Take him
Bam.
down.
You do not have the time to spin when you're fighting somebody who knows what they're doing. That clip that was impressive
They
from
do.
Joe.
I've seen it.
I've
seen it myself.
I've seen it in UFC
I've
matches
seen people
all
do
the
that
time.
shit and win.
Yeah, so what are you talking about?
Wedge Bear says John Jones does that move.
Joe's championship, point fighting days. The guy was coming in, so Joe spun and caught him in the stomach, got the point. You can't do that against a real fighter. Boom, right there, right as he spins, what you're going to get is you're going to get...
Is he watching a video of Joe Rogan? By the way, Joe Rogan, not in a fight. He's watching a video of Joe Rogan just working out, kicking a bag, right?
Yes.
Probably not. And that's probably a video of Rogan not even taking it too. He's just working out.
He's working out, yeah.
So he's kicking a bag, right? And this dude's fantasizing about being the bag on a video. He's basically going, you see, oh, right down. I would have got him. I would have got him. Wow, I would have got him.
It's
Isn't that childlike?
It is. It's like you know what it reminds me of? He's being Mac from Always Sunny, where these, you know what I mean?
He's basically being 5-year-old me watching
Yeah.
WWF.
Oh, I would have grabbed his leg. He didn't even hit him.
But
he didn't
that's-
even hit him.
Remember
he didn't
when
even hit him.
Does anybody remember
Yeah.
being a kid and watching wrestling and you put some pillows on the floor and like the wrestlers would be doing something, you'd be like jumping off the car?
Yeah.
To nothing, to your
Well,
teddy bear or
I
something?
had a brother, but yes.
Okay, see there, I had a very broken, empty home.
Okay.
The point is, that's what he's doing. This is like you see when he does the kick, boom, pow, hiya, see that? That's what I would have done.
Really?
Holy shit! Sitting in your Dungeons and Dragons chair,
And people
This is
people
so
worship
uncomfortable.
this guy. They worship this dude.
This is so uncomfortable.
Anthony goes, and Vox's sensei says he's French kisses the best. Okay, I don't know if that's true, Anthony, but thank you.
But it's like, am I gonna like? Of course, now in the comments, you're gonna have everybody going, you fucking jerk! What have you done? I made fun of Vox Day pretty good.
$20 from Evan. Vox was a syndicated columnist, author, creator of multiple companies, including Alt Hero, currently involved with a legal battle with Indiegogo that will set free speech legal precedent. Research his accomplishments. Okay, I'll tell you what, Evan, and thank you for the $20. I do appreciate it. But all those things may be true. But in this video we're watching right now, he's acting like a fucking smug asshole.
What do you want to do? Go. Okay, cool. So Vox Day created Infogalactic. Infogalactic, for those of you that don't know, it's like
Is
Wikipedia.
a Beastie Boys song. Oh.
It's like a Wikipedia ripoff, except it's for crazy people to go on there and talk about how there's a conspiracy between aliens and the Jews to
Isn't
make
that
the heart
Encyclopedia
to make the
Dramatica?
heart machines give us cancer. That's basically what he did. He did. I said earlier he did some blah. I told when Royce was saying it. Royce heard me say he did do some things a couple years ago that were impressive. He's still a smug retard on YouTube fantasizing about fighting Joe Rogan right now. If we can't make fun of that, I can't imagine life as somebody with Asperger's or autism, as so many people seem to have when they comment on our things, right? You get we're not being serious. We're breaking balls, right?
See, right there when Mike said that, I would have karate chopped him.
See, you see what I mean? But like, Royce isn't used to fighting a real street fighter like myself. You see, when I grew up in the hood, you know, a lot of me and my friends, we would keep the heater under the seat. We called it the heater. Oh God! It was a firearm. It was a word for
We know what it's called, dude.
firearm.
We know what it's called.
You know, when I was selling weed in Compton, no, you never did that, Vox.
$5, Evan. He's always been a smug asshole, but he'll kick both your asses at the same time. Live your guys stuff. Okay,
but that's
but
physically-
I'm not Joe Rogan.
Yeah, and that's statistically impossible because fighting two people at once.
Yeah, I don't care how good you are.
And particularly me because I cheat. I will cheat. Like I would stab somebody in a fight, and when everybody goes, "Why did you do that?" Why would you do that? I would go, I didn't want to lose.
Yeah. What did you?
Some people would call that cowardly. But again, if we're going to do fight analysis, you see, it doesn't matter how well trained a fighter like Vox Day is, because I'll stab that nigga. Like this.
So let me show you something.
I'll hop in the car. I'll hop in the car and almost run him over. I don't care.
Let me show you something.
I'll Suge Knight that motherfucker.
I want to point this out because this is, and I'm going to give credit in the chat here because he also super chatted. Malcolm from the North goes, have you seen the video of Rogan at 20 knocking a dude
This
out?
was the one I thought we were
Yep,
talking
in
about.
a one-kick tournament. I think Vox was the guy that forgot a lot, like how to look like a grand F Game of Thrones fan with that chair. Here we go. This is Rogan. Out. With that kick. With the kick that would have done no damage.
And he's just wiggling, man. He's just laying there
he's
wiggling.
fucking out.
Yeah. And that was, I think, that was in Porcelain's doc, for sure. I think I
Yeah.
saw that clip. But yeah, I mean, look, we can, there's plenty of ways we can shit on Joe Rogan.
And
There's
we
plenty
will.
of ways to shit on Vox Day. But there are certain times where two people we find kind of shitty disagree on something and we got to take a side. Joe Rogan would fucking kill Vox Day. Joe Rogan spends a lot of time kicking and punching things.
Mm-hmm. With other high-level kick and punchers.
With other high-level kicky punchy guys.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's, you know what I mean?
He became friends with Eddie Bravo because Eddie Bravo fucked him up. And
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like, that's awesome.
How the fuck you do
Could
that?
you show me how to do that stuff? Like, that's a guy who enjoys getting fucking shiners and he enjoys getting smacked in the face and thrown. Like, people like that are just, I'm sorry, man.
Remember the story with Rogan on O&A when they were listening to Gangster Fag and Rogan was in that day and he goes, you know, me and my buddy, we roll, like we do jujitsu rolling to this music in our gym and people are always looking at us like we're weird. Like Rogan has been in the fight game, not only as an announcer, but actively training with fighters for a long time. Again, we could easily criticize Rogan about a million things, but he would fuck you up, Vox. He would fuck you up.
And I'm not saying, because there's people that are still defending Vox right now. I'm not saying Vox can't handle himself in a bar fight or something if he needed to, but he's been sitting in that chair a lot. Mm-hmm. Just saying, like he hasn't been
karate fighting.
Yeah, he hasn't been kung fu fighting a lot. At least probably not as much as the old days. Rogan still obsesses over that weird shit, and when he's not doing that, he's shooting things with bows. I'm just saying, man. I'm pretty sure.
MK Ultra says, stand your ground against Vox, $4.99.
You know how hard, you know how long it takes over the years to kick and kick and kick and get it to the point where you don't really feel it anymore on your shins? Like, you know what I mean? Is Vox doing that? Is Vox just kicking a bag for an hour a day every day for 10 years so he can get his legs to just not feel anymore? Trust me, those shin kicks are fucking bad.
So what a lot of them do is they get on their shins. They get they train them to. They get rolling pins, and they tell you when you're sitting down. Just sitting down, just take the rolling pin and go up and down.
That
to
sounds
deaden,
horrible.
To deaden all the nerves. Yeah, no, they don't fuck. Those. Have you seen those Muay Thai guys when they just their legs just kick each other? And I'm like, I would die. I would die. I would fucking die.
I've seen a couple guys do like half intensity kicks, like with their hips into it, but just half intensity. And I've seen them land, and I'm like, oh, that would hurt. That would hurt.
Yeah.
Front hop kick. What the guy that you're coming at, the minute that he sees your shoulders start to twist, he's going to hop forward.
Again, sorry, but another he's not intellectually honest. Rogan wasn't doing a demonstration there, like you said earlier, of how to fight someone in a street fight. He was just training.
Yeah, he was just kicking. Like,
yeah.
Do you understand the monotony of training how to do Muay Thai? I'm sorry, is it Muay Thai? Muay Thai, like kickboxing?
Yeah. Well, that's kickboxing.
It's
yes.
literally, there's times where you're just sitting there in a zone going thwap,
Thwap, exactly.
Thwap. There's no you're not actually in a fight. Mm-hmm. And he's using him kicking a bag. Like you say, I didn't notice he didn't use the clip of him as a kid, kicking that kid in his motherfucking chest.
Yeah.
Sending him down like a sack of shit.
Knocked him the fuck out.
I'm sorry, man. Those kicks are legit.
On his rear leg, and his front leg is going to come up and go bam right in your kidney. So that's just ridiculous.
Young Poogaloo in the chat has a great comment. I like how both Vox and Owen have these imaginary fights arguments that they play out and inevitably win.
I know, but exactly.
Guys, if I had been the special guest referee, Rogan versus Vox, book it.
I mean, yes, it looks impressive, but it's a finishing move. It's not a
that man has a family.
It's not a
Can
starting
we book
move.
all of this in WWE, please?
Okay, now here. What do you see here?
I see
Somebody who could
a
kick
good
my head
guy.
off, probably.
I see a guy who, by the way, I'm not a big fan of Rogan. I'm going to keep emphasizing that. I'm not liking the change in who he is.
Of course not.
That being said, I see a man who could kick me back into middle school. I see a man who could kick me in my chest, and I would go, am I in 9th grade?
Yeah.
What happened? And they're going to go, what happened? I swear to God, I was 35 years old. I was doing a podcast, and this guy, you ever heard of Joe Rogan? Like, the news radio guy.
Yeah.
Kicked me in my chest. Oh, my God, I got to go warn Phil Hartman.
Oh,
before it's too
hurry
late.
up.
Oh, it's too late.
Young Mersh just running on a skateboard because he's in 9th grade.
Don't stop
Skateboarding.
9/11. Just say Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
That's all I care about. And Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Because you know how you save that you just go back and go, hey, you got to stop with these drugs.
But you have to choose at the same time. Which one do you save?
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman, right? Yeah.
Because he was more reliable.
Of course.
You would have got more mileage out of Phil Hartman.
Look how his front leg moves first. First of all, it's leading with a rear kick, which is way too slow. That would just get you a side kick right in the gut before the foot even came up. Some of you guys are talking about how, those kicks, they're so powerful. No, they're not. They're just rear kicks.
They're pretty...
You
I hate this guy so much.
See the smugness? Do you see
yeah,
the smugness?
By the way, Vox, it's usually not best to... And I mean, I do it when I'm really making fun of the audience, but he seems to just do it all the time. Every time he imitates any of his listeners, he does this retard voice, and I don't even think he realizes he's doing it.
He talks down to everybody.
Yeah, like I noticed a lot of our fans here are like, powerful kicks. Look, they're not really that powerful kicks. You know what I mean? So it was like this. Let me do a Vox Day impression really quick. It's like some of these kicks are not very powerful. Evan Schultz for $20 says, Vox was a syndicated columnist, author, and ding, 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 ding. Like you're like they're supporting you, you asshole.
You dick.
Any rear leg kick is powerful, but they're very, very slow. Somebody else just noticed the other big thing. He's dropping his hands. Okay?
He's dropping his hands because he's not in a real fight. He's kicking a bag.
He's using...
You motherfucking, you phony. You're phony.
And also, again, as we've already pointed out, when he's kicking the bag, A lot of times, that's not even to get good at kicks or to get good at fighting. A lot of times, you already did your sparring or whatever, and you're trying to do some cardio and burn shit off and just tone up. So, yeah, you go to the bag and you just punch it and kick it. There's no, like, you should see me on a bag. It looks retarded. But, you know, if somebody starts attacking me, I'm not going to attack them back the way I would punch a bag.
Big Sauce Man. Vox Day probably yells out the names of his attacks. Front kick. Side kick.
That's actually really funny.
Neck pinch.
Rabbit punch. Right. He really is such a nerd.
Headlock.
Oh God, oh God, Vox, come on, dude. Just be a human being. Just be human. Stop.
Danny Saint says he always has pocket sand.
Pocket sand. That would be really funny. You imagine him throwing that at Rogan and Rogan just happening to close his eyes.
Pocket sand. He just throws sand in his face. Oh, fuck, man.
He actually shouts it out, though, so when he throws it, Rogan's like he actually turns and closes his eyes, and then he just gets sand on him, but not in his eyes, and he's like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? I was scared. It was fight or flight or sand.
Let me tell you something. I don't think Vox Day could beat Joe Rogan while Joe Rogan was on DMT.
What if he does spits like a green mist, like Tajiri?
Oh.
Or the Great Muda?
CG in the chat goes, fuck, I'm not the only one with pocket sand? Now everyone knows about pocket sand, dude.
Guys, look, what I'm saying is Joe Rogan is doing these useless kicks. Meanwhile, if I were to set up a flaming table, put thumbtacks on it, and maybe some of those long light tubes, I would put Joe Rogan through the flaming table with light tubes, and I would win the CZW championship. You're like, what? Vox, former CZW deathmatch
Wrestling fears Vox Day.
Right.
If you drop your hands when you kick, I guarantee the next thing you're going to get is a side kick right up under your chin.
You're going to get a side
You know,
kick?
these kind of...
You're going to get a little bit of thunder and lightning.
Yeah. It's
Thunder and lightning. That's what you're going to get.
techniques. They look good to the amateur, and they're fine, more or less. I mean, but anybody who actually has fighting experience looks at that and says he's leaving himself wide open. I mean, so look at this.
That everything about him is so
Hateable.
arrogant. It's so
Hateable. Hateable.
ugh, and people listen to this stupid idiot.
Again, also watch how he telegraphs the kick. He takes a little step with his front leg, and then he brings up the kick, okay?
John Scott. Vox is such a sweet old lady.
This is the kind of stuff that...
And people keep asking why we keep referring to Jim Norton as Vox Day. No, this is one of Jim's new characters. This is actually Vox Day.
First of all, okay, you're going to try that spinning sidekick shit, baby boy? Let me tell you something. I would knock out that scumbag anytime. Any fucking time. Were you talking about Joe Rogan, Jim? No. I was talking about the barista at Starbucks today.
Fucking
Because
scumbag.
I only talk about kicking the shit out of people in low-wage service industry jobs because I'm fucking millionaire ivory tower Jim Norton. I don't give a fuck. We could shit on Vox Day all day long.
Did you know Jim
He'll
Norton
never be as hateable as Jim Norton?
Did you know that De Niro didn't want to sign my headshot when he was out with his family? Can you believe what a shitbag he is for not doing that?
These scumbags at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. But, like, have you ever seen a guy go from broke Jersey living with his mom to complete millionaire, always shit-talking service industry people?
He's fucking 50 and single. Everything about him is just...
He's trying to have a good time, and then these scumbags discontinued my favorite latte at Starbucks. So I was yelling at this girl for, like, an hour. Like, can you imagine that? Could you imagine... spotting Jim Norton as your fucking, oh guys, we got a four top, and you look over and it's Jim Norton, and you're like, oh god,
fuck. Here we go.
He's gonna have a meltdown over the spinach salad.
Look. Look. I question. Is the fish cooked in the booze? Because I've been sober since I was 18, so I can't have it.
I can't have any sort of wine, sherry sauce, or anything. It might actually
can't.
re-trigger.
I'll relapse.
My 30-year-old alcoholism.
I'll relapse.
I'll relapse from fucking. He really does do.
No, that's the kind of person he is.
He's the weirdo that avoids like penne alla vodka.
Yes, yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
It cooks away. Like there's not much booze left in the.
He's the one that wouldn't drink a kombucha.
You don't understand that you can serve penne alla vodka to children.
Yeah. And it's fine.
Whatever.
That's a good point. Domino dude goes, I've been sober, but let trannies put poppers up my butthole. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Jim.
I'd rather be me. Like I'd rather be the guy who drinks and doesn't get pegged by trannies.
Yeah, you're right.
Imagine doing that sober. Like I was saying earlier,
God damn,
how
I
I don't
think
really
about
like
that.
hook up with women unless I've had a few drinks. Like you got to be comfortable. Like how do you, like it's hard to have any kind of real like, like you're married, it's different. I'm talking about like normal, like when you meet somebody and you're first like getting to know each other and having sex. You know, have a couple drinks usually at first, and like that's just for normal sex. Imagine like, yeah, I'm just gonna sober, just waiting for this girl to show up and pee on me and then stick a dick in my ass. Sober.
You're right. No, you're 100% correct though. The fact that he does this shit sober is really just, oof, good for him, I guess. I mean, he's being real successful, right? Wait till Sirius completely falls apart if Stern does actually leave. You guys are dead. You guys are dead. All right, we have to go to break.
Or do we?
Okay, we won't.
No, we do.
RevengeOfTheSith.com/XPN. That's ProXPN. Get protected on the internet, you fucking losers, and help us out in the process. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate, a great way to donate. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry is the best way to donate and become a member. But we appreciate all kinds of donations. It does help us out, and that way we don't have to run, stroke spoon ads. Reminder: a couple things are happening tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an early show. We're going to be going live 2 to 4. 2 to 4 tomorrow. Early time slot. So just putting y'all on notice. I don't want to hear you guys are early.
Yeah, it's tomorrow 2 to 4.
2 to 4. 2 to 4. And we will have famous rapper, the person having beef with Tech 9, Chris B on tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun.